I don't know where to look when the camera's this way. So it's finally decent weather. I am showing 57 degrees here in the lovely Springfield, Ohio. And so I wanted to get on and show you guys the paint. I've been dying to show you guys the paint. So I'm just gonna dive in. I have like 40 minutes until I have to go get Noah. And I haven't eaten dinner yet because priorities. But I wanted to grab the sunshine. In the yard is my happy place to do the painting. So here we are. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's my husband. All right. I don't like painting hardware, so I'm gonna take the hardware off. I actually cannot remember where I got this cute little end table. I think it was when a friend of a friend was moving and she consigned a lot of her furniture, but there was some furniture that she had that the consignment place wouldn't take, and so she had heard that I like refurbishing furniture, so she came and let me have a whole bunch of stuff. So I think this is from that haul. One of the things I love about doing this is taking pieces that other people loved at one time and they don't necessarily just want to throw in the trash, and making them pretty again. So because this is a little end table, I'm gonna paint it hot pink. One of the joys of paint is that you can sometimes do crazy things, and worst case scenario, people don't like it and you repaint it. Like, it's very undoable. So anyway, since this is little, I feel like I can do hot pink and people might be interested because it wouldn't be like a giant focal point of their home. They might have a really fun bedroom layout or a very fun neutral living room layout and be able to like throw in a pop of color. So I'm gonna start by showing you guys how to prep. This is how you prep to use DIY paint. Good old soap and water. That's it. It's pretty dirty, pretty yucky, pretty like uneven tone. Definitely needs, you know, kind of like, as for women, we, you know, put on a little foundation to even out our skin tone. It's kind of what this guy needs. Like, it just needs a little evened out. But why just do that when you can paint it hot pink? I'm gonna clean this thing off because literally all it takes is soap and water. I'm not gonna be painting the inside, but I want to make sure it's all clean. This is gonna make my parents cry a little, but it has this cool like little emblem inside. It says "Made in Vermont" from Edith Ann. My parents cannot handle the fact that I paint Edith Ann furniture. Time to paint. Sorry, it's a little windy, but I like it outside. It's getting like weird and dusky, so sorry for the weird light, but that's how life goes. All right, this is kissing booth. I know that it's backward. Trust me, forward it says kissing booth. It says to remove the lid and to stir thoroughly. I'm literally gonna remove the lid in real time and show you guys how little this paint separates. If I can get the sticker off. Whoop, as I pour it on myself. It does not. It does not separate. All right, I'm gonna be using my number 12 brush. Look at that. Beautiful hot pink color. I know, isn't it pretty? Oh my gosh. So yeah, it does not separate. I have literally never stirred a container of this paint. And then I want to show you guys how great the coverage is. All right, so you don't need to put a lot of paint on the brush. You start in the middle. I don't know if any of you get the weird, if any of you have ever painted furniture and you've noticed that it like pulls on the corners, that is because you started on the corners. So if you start in the middle and work your way outward, it will not do that. This is literally the first time I have painted on video. Typically, I am out here in the quiet, just enjoying the weather. All right, so you can see a little bit how quickly this dries. So it comes on really bright, and then you'll see it fades. The color fades as it dries. So it will dry into like a softer pink. And then what you do, and I won't go through all of this on camera, but what you do is you wax it, and I will wax this piece and then post the pictures to show you guys the color progression. But you wax it, and then it lands in a color in the middle. So I won't take you through this whole paint process, but you see that quickly I got that much coverage on this piece. And I'll do a little painting on the top just because while you are sitting there, this will dry. And this is also the importance of having a good brush. So this is something I learned the hard way last year. I had been using just like an economy size pack of what are called chip brushes. That's what a typical brush is called. And one of these days this summer, I'll paint one side with a chip brush and the other side with a good brush and show you guys the difference in color or in coverage, because the chip brush just like streaks, but this you can really just glob on and you get amazing coverage. And this brush holds a ton of paint. I'm like so jazzed about this piece already. I mean, come on, who doesn't want a pink nightstand? My parents are like breathing into a paper bag, like, I can't believe you just painted an Edith Ann solid wood nightstand pink. Millennials, we just ruin all the hard work they did. But what's great is that shows that the bones are good. So you see, I'm not doing anything special. I'm just painting. Just good brush and some good paint and painting. What's cool about this paint is that, say this was like a too pink and we wanted to do like a peachy color. And I won't be experimenting on this particular piece because I'm actually taking it to my first show this weekend. So if you happen to be planning on going to Zazzy's in Delaware this weekend, I will be there. with my beautiful DIY paint. But say you think this is too pink and you want it more peachy. I could blend in something like a cowgirl coral, which is like a soft orange color, and I could spray over this, brush in the cowgirl coral, and it would blend in real time. So typical latex paints you'd paint in layers, or it'd peel off the other layer. Not this. This is beautiful. So I will not keep you all any longer than I need to, but check it out. One coat that quickly, not perfect. I will do one more coat on this to really solidify it, and then I will likely be putting on some clear wax and some white wax because it has these gorgeous details that I don't want to get lost. So I'll add some white wax in there to make that pop. And then the hardware actually is in pretty good condition, and I think it matches the pink pretty well. So I will probably leave that on there. But in order for you guys to get through this video in an expeditious fashion, and being that I'm losing sunlight, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up off video so I don't bore you to tears. But this is a quick, that one's still drying, but that is how quick it dries too. So I probably won't wax until tomorrow, but I could, after I get done painting, the initial side would be ready for me to start waxing. So fast, so easy, so relaxing. As the first coat dried, I noticed some bleed through here. And so when we see that, we can just spray on this shellac, and it will actually protect over that bleed through and should make our second coat really smooth and nice. After I added the shellac, I added 2 coats of paint. Lastly, I added a coat of clear wax for this beautiful finish.